decimating them.
So you killed an eighth of them. A whole eighth of them. What did they do?
Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds.
Wow.
Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and...
Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just talking to everyone on my ship. No one said anything new, but I have gotten some more supplies. I find out Jolie makes me med packs, which is awesome. And now I'm just talking to Zelbar, and I'm going to see if he has anything more to say about himself. Why did you request to take back a sword? Well, I wish you well, but let's get going. Oh yeah, and he made me some grenades, so that's what that item's added is. T3 still doesn't say anything. Supplies. No box. Can I open this yet? Oh man. Is that like DLC or something? Is that one of those stupid things that happens where it's DLC? There's no one in here. Kreia is not in here. So, let's go to the bridge and talk to you-know-who. Bastila.
How can I help?
You sexy, sexy lady.
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely
Excuse me?
to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
My progress?
I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continued to walk the path of the light side.
What?
Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
I'm pretty sure I'm fairly neutral, actually. What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
How can you know it is so terrible?
We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead.
No, but how do you know it's
Far more
terrible for the
suffering.
people
What sort of person would
who
you
are
have to
in the
become
dark
to
side?
perform such deeds gladly?
Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing?
One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause?
True.
To use their own knowledge against them. We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Okay. Apparently Bastila is still playing the role of mentor. She has been studying your progress carefully and had much to say about your actions and the perils of the dark side. You've heard from Canderous how the Mandalorians started their war on the Republic and the success they had at the beginning. If you talk to him later, he might tell you how the tide turned later on.
How can I help?
Never mind.
Then I suggest...
You,
Yes, what's on your mind?
Mr. Emo, want to continue our discussion.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Does he owe me an explanation? Is that true? can't really think of why he would. Because I don't really see myself as leader of this little party. I would still see Bastila as leader, actually. So, don't you think you'd feel better?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
That name sounds familiar?
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left.
How would you not see that? I mean, maybe you don't see that he's trying to recruit you into the Sith, but how could you not see that he was thinking of deserting? Talking about you have to survive yourself. Why should you? Yeah, how could you not have seen through that?
I didn't want to, maybe. Are you so sure you would have? Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious.
Just because he was
wrong,
a brilliant
of course.
strategist?
He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
You talk weird. But I would definitely do the same thing. Wait, are we talking about the past, or so that's all of it then?
No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Is that all you ever say? Jeez. Saul Karath was one of the first to defect to the Sith cause. It's no wonder Karth has trust issues, though he seems reluctant to talk about it right now. Story of my life.
You get...
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. This is it. This is the decision. Do I go to Manan? Wait, neither is Selkath. The Selkath aren't extinct. I don't know what I was thinking. Do I go to Korriban? That seems dangerous. But Korriban is where I'll find those two Jedi who love each other. Because that's where the one Jedi left them. The one who the Terentatek ate. Tatooine, Jawas, and Sand People. Oh man, I don't like Tatooine even more than I don't like Kashyyyk. I'll go back to Yavin. Welcome back. I just stopped recording to go through the cutscenes because if I try to record through the cutscenes it messes up my audio, and as you've seen in the past, that's why I have to cut huge parts of my videos because it messes it all. Anyways, I just talked to Bastila and she already has something more to... I have another thing I can ask her. Why did the Council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
Ooh, I can actually voice my distrust of the Jedi. I just don't trust the Council and their motives.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling that there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I'm still not convinced.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
You're the one who thought this was a big addition for masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
I do not.
I started it. You were the one who brought up the issue of the Council. You were the one who questioned our mission. You were the one who mocked me for thinking I was being tested.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you. But you
I
seem
love that
determined
that
to
was an
do that.
option. I don't know what you're talking about. That's awesome. Complain all you want, but I know you love it. That's totally what I would say.
I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come, let's move on. There's much to be done.
Come, let's move on. That almost rhymed, you sexy lady.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
In the past, 2 minutes, you've been quite quiet. Left out of the loop? I don't get it. What do you mean?
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know
You
what
haven't
went on
asked.
and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
Why didn't you ask?
I'd be more than happy to, but she's as closed-mouthed as the rest of the council. I'm hoping you'll be the one to enlighten me.
Well, as untrustful as you are, and as many times as you've told me not to trust you, I kinda do trust you. I don't think you would betray someone after being betrayed and having it scar you so much. They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
Because there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
It's funny that he's bringing all this up after I just talked to Bastila about not trusting the Council, about sending me on this mission, and not trusting their motives. And now he's basically voicing the exact same thing. Are you saying I'm not needed?
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just... Damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I am getting pretty... Dude, stop moving. You're being weird. You're freaking me out. Are you possessed? What are you doing? Stop waving that blaster around in my face. If you even accidentally pull that trigger and send a blaster bolt in my direction, I have a new upgraded lightsaber that I have not used yet. It is untested, and I am not afraid to test it on your neck, buddy. He's not going to stop. He's just going to stand there and wave his arms around. I should do that at work. I should just stand there and wave my arms around like a madman. The weird part is I'm just standing there watching him. Alright. Bless you. You don't have the power to do that. That's true. Fine. You're not blessed. I will never be blessed until a true priest blesses me. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. I just sneezed. So what are you gonna do about it? Whoa. That's like telling him I'm gonna betray him. But I'm sick of listening to it, but I'm not a jackass. But I also wouldn't stand here and try to profess my innocence to him. He doesn't deserve that. So I guess this one. Just what are you going to do about it?
Nothing. Not yet. Just better hope I don't get a reason to.
Oh!
I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Oh my god. Karth feels like he's being left out of the loop where the Jedi Council and Bastila are concerned. Because of the betrayals in his past, he's not reacting to the situation well. Hopefully in time he'll learn to cope with his emotional demons. You've asked Bastila why the Jedi Council sent the two of you, neither fully trained, on this dangerous mission. Based on her answer, Bastila either has blind faith in the Council, or she simply prefers to avoid the question. Why is it still purple? Okay. So we're here now, so... Let's, Well, this guy, I don't remember his name, but the Rhodian here... Wait, how do I get off my ship? Not that, no. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's him. I was watching the mini-map, not watching where I was going. He said his shop inventory changes, and I probably have a lot more credits now. You and you. Let's go. Well, I gotta pause it anyways, so I will thank you for watching. And please, I will see you next episode. That's a demand.